this is Cassandra from Craftably Ever After. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. I'm in my son's room today. Luckily, he doesn't actually watch my videos, so he will never know. But the reason I chose his room is because of the theme of my first item I want to show you. Now, my son's got an amazing Lego collection. He's a bit of a Lego collector. And although you can't see it, he's got some lovely, I'll see if I can swing the video around a bit. There, right at the top, he's got some amazing Star Wars Lego. Now, as you know, I've got a very big love for crochet kits. And I've ordered quite a few that I will be going through with you in the next couple of months. But one crochet kit I ordered quite a few months ago already, but I bought it from Amazon. And you might have seen it. It's these generic, let me show you. It's like the Disney kits. They come in various shapes and forms. They've got Disney princesses, they've got My Little Pony, they've got a number of Star Wars ones, they've got Harry Potter ones. And although I love the kits that we get from actual designers, I wanted to give this kit a try. It is slightly more affordable, and I'll put a link down below to where I purchased it, which was on Amazon Germany, because that's the closest Amazon where I can order from without paying too much shipping or import tax. But you'll be able to find it, I'm sure, in other online shops closer to you. I think they're fairly readily available, which is not always the case with the Etsy products. Although I'm sure Etsy ships all over the world, I know it is in some countries a bit more difficult to get your deliveries, which is why back in South Africa I was always a bit hesitant to order from overseas. But I thought I wanted to give this guy a try. Now, am I holding out hope that it's going to be the best quality yarn I've ever worked with? No. We all know this going in. We know it's not the amazing 100% cottons and whatnot that you get from the other kits. I'm going to give it a chance. So let's open it up. It's not even open yet. I've had it maybe for 6 months already. So let me just open this guy up. And we'll have a look what's inside. I'll probably see how much I can finish. You only get enough yarn to just do Yoda, although there's quite a few other patterns inside. So I might add in afterwards a clip if I manage to finish Yoda before the video comes out. Let me have a look what's inside. So let me just pull everything out first, and I'll let you know. This seems to be the hook, which is buried deep inside here. Not my favorite type, but let's see. All right. So it says, book includes instructions to create 6 characters, which you can see here at the back. Not too bad. It's a nice small size if you want to whip up a few, make them maybe into keychains, which is probably what I'll do with Yoda. I'll see how big it turns out. And then it says, includes everything you need to make Yoda. So let's have a look at this, everything that is included. First of all, you get a metallic steel, whatever you call it, 3.5mm hook. I don't like working with these hooks. They do make my hand pain a bit after a while. I like the ergonomic hooks with the rubber handles. Then you get, yes, well, what will I say? You get these little balls, hanks of yarn. Now, I've never ordered a hank. Will you believe me? I don't know. I always see these people getting these hanks of yarn, and it's so nicely curled up, and I'm always very confused as to how they got it to stay like that. How did they get it in this little thing? Anyways, that's an issue I will work out later on. But there we go. So it's a like I said, it's not the best yarn, and for this teeny tiny little thing, already something that annoys me, which is a knot in a yarn. But anyway, I'll work around it. So we've got Yoda green, brown for his little undershirt, looks like, beige for the top of his shirt. You get safety eyes, embroidery needle, blunt tip needle to work the parts on and weaving your ends. So that's nice. And then you get, for the little details on the face, this little scrap of black. And you get this tiny, which is, it is vacuum sealed, so I'm sure it'll puff up a bit when I open it. You do get some stuffing. So based on the stuffing, Yoda's probably not going to be massive. So let me just have a quick look. Now, I like this book. I like the fact that you get a little book with a lot of items in it. I am a bit of a collector of crochet books. I've got quite a number in my library, which eventually I'll chat about in this channel as well. So project 1 is Yoda. Then they tell you about this kit. They use the abbreviations. I think it's US. They do use US terms, which is nice. I'm used to US crochet terms. They do have some instructions, which is nice. Give you some instructions on how to do the basics. It's not too bad. So what I actually wanted to see with this kit is it sort of beginner friendly? Not that they say it's beginner friendly, but it's always nice to know if you're a beginner and you're looking for a project, will you be able to manage with what's inside and with how the pattern is written. Okay, so they do actually include quite a number of, see, they've got the different stitches. Their photos are clear. I can't say anything about the photos. Wow, they've actually got a lot of instructions on stitches in here, which is not bad. It's not bad at all. And then here, the very first pattern is our teeny tiny little Yoda. And I will definitely give him a go. I might finish him this evening. So once I've wrapped up this little video, I think I'm going to jump in, see how far I can get with him. Maybe insert a little clip somewhere in the middle of this video. And let's see how we go. So I will let you know once I've completed him. But so far, I like it. They've got some nice images from the movies. Like you'll see here from Chewie. What else have they got? Yes, I like it. I like this book. I like it a lot. All right. So guys, that's the first thing. So far, okay, apart from the yarn that's really, it's an acrylic. It's not a massively fancy acrylic, but it's not the worst thing I've ever crocheted with. So I am going to go into this open-minded. I'm looking forward to it. I really like the book. I like the fact that if you buy the kit, you do really get everything, which is perfect. So I'll let you know how that goes. Hi you guys, this is Cassandra from the future. Just quickly popping in here to let you know how my little Yoda from the crochet kit went. Now, sadly, you guys, I should have seen this coming, quite frankly. When I opened up the yarn that was included, this is how far I got using the yarn that was in the kit. Now, when I got to this point, I was pulling my hair out of my head because this yarn is awful to work with. It was splitty, it was weird. I cannot even explain to you what was going on, but I just thought if I was going to give the crochet book or the patterns a chance, at least I need to switch yarns. So that's going to be chucked into the bin. I pulled out some of my own cotton yarn that I've got. Sadly, I don't have a very nice Yoda green, but I do have green. So I took out a bit of green, brown, beige, popped in other safety eyes, and I did finishing. So he is very tiny, as you can see from my hand. It's not a massive guy, so he could easily be put into a little keychain, which I think would actually be cute. So how did I find the pattern for this odd little guy? The pattern was fine, and I think the remaining patterns will also be fine. It was easy to follow. There was a stitch in there that I didn't know, which was for the feet. It was the popcorn stitch, which I've never done before. So a little book in front where you can get instructions on the stitches. She had an instruction for the popcorn stitch, which was clear enough. I could follow it and I could do the stitch based on her little description of how it should be done. So I think the explanation of the various stitches is fine. The pattern was not difficult at all to follow. Is it beginner friendly? I don't think so. I wouldn't recommend it for a beginner, especially with the amount of struggle I had with that yarn. So honestly, if you want to buy this kit, I'm telling you now, chuck the yarn, because it will frustrate you. Rather go onto, I don't know, Ravelry, Pinterest, get some free patterns for Yoda, and buy some proper yarn from your local yarn shop or order online. I don't know. But will I recommend this kit for the pattern that was in it, the pattern book with the 6 patterns? Absolutely. I might still make some of the other characters. I found it easy enough to follow, and I find it a very cute size. But for the rest of it, the stuffing was awful. It was so weird. It was like stiff. It was a stiff stuffing that I couldn't shape. So I chucked the stuffing as well. So the yarn, the stuffing, into the bin, use my own stuffing, use my own yarn, use my own hook, because I don't like those hooks like I mentioned before. But someone who's just starting out with crochet, they could use the hook. It's perfectly fine. It's not a bad quality hook at all, actually. But yes, so that is my thought on that. Get other yarn. That's all I'm saying about that. But let's continue with the rest of the video. Second on my list. In my blog post, my next blog post that's hopefully coming out next week, I'll be talking about things that I look forward to for this year. I don't really do New Year's resolutions, which is why I also don't put out a blog post in the very beginning of January. So I want the hype of the new year to pass, and I sort of sit back and reflect a bit on what is new that I want to try this year. Last year I decided I wanted to learn to sew, went out, bought a sewing machine, watched a bunch of YouTube tutorials, and I loved it. So my next challenge, which I'm talking about in my blog post, which is crochet related, so it's not like I'm learning a new skill, which I'm still considering if there's something else I want to learn, maybe knitting. We'll see how that goes. But I've mentioned before that I'm not a blanket, Afghan, garment crochet person. Not at all. But I'm willing to be slightly open-minded about the whole thing. So what happened is in December for Christmas, I got this 3D granny square book, which the squares in here are lovely. It is an amazing book. There's various techniques. There's 100 different granny squares that you can make. So I thought, alrighty, let me start small and make it a long-term project. So over the next year, maybe it'll be done quicker, maybe it'll take me longer, I don't know, but I'm going to do my best to try and stick with this. I wanted to make 12 squares from this book and make a pillow. So like I said, I'm not now going to do something magnificent and crochet 20 blankets. It's not me. It'll never happen. But I'm willing to give a cushion. I'm willing to do a cushion cover, or pillow cover. That I'm I think I can do that. So I marked some little squares from the book that I really liked. But the first square I did to see, is this something I'll be able to manage? And it didn't take any time at all. I think I did it in less than 2 hours. Could be an hour. I don't know. I took a few breaks in between, had coffee, had a snack. But this was the first one I made. So a little coffee cup. I have a very, very big love of coffee. So this was the first square I did. Strangely enough, I did enjoy it. Did I enjoy making it as much as I like making toys? I don't think so. But I didn't hate it, which I found surprising. So I have got good hope that I might just continue with this challenge. So that's it. Every month I'll be showing you which square I did for that month. This is January, a little coffee cup. And then by December, maybe sooner, maybe later, who knows, I will have a little pillow that I'm going to use wherever I do crocheting, which is downstairs in the living room because I don't have a craft room yet. But one day, that's on my when I grow up list, I want a craft room. So that's it, guys. So that is my second thing I wanted to show you. One last thing before we end the video, which is already running much, much longer than I thought. It's another free pattern. Now, Valentine's Day is around the corner. As you all know, there has been tons and tons and tons of patterns popping up everywhere. Everyone's doing some sort of Valentine's thing. The biggest of the lot and the bandwagon I decided to jump onto were bees. Why? Because I love all the corny phrases. Be my Valentine. I'm so happy to be your friend. All of that, I love it. I'm into it. I even got my daughter to make me a few little cards that we're going to stick these bees onto. Nice, corny Valentine's be mine phrases. I love it. So this will be a free pattern that's going to be out on the blog by Sunday. I don't know what it's going to be. Sunday the 30th, I think. So just have a look. So this is the one. It's very, very easy. It's very, very quick. Head and body is one thing. The wings are a little heart shape. I wonder if you can see it. So a little heart shaped wing that you just sew onto the back. I made him a little cheeky little bee with his winky eye. I had these little charms that I just attached to a little bow. If you want, you can add little keychain clips or backpack clips to it. I quite like these with the backpack clips on it. I also did make one without the backpack clip. So here's a little different color with these little heart-shaped wings. He's also got a charm, cheeky little guy. And then I did a third one. So these ones whip up. I think you can do it in an hour, if not less. They're very quick. So this little girl, another little charm that I added on. Another one with a keychain. But I will put a link to my blog down below where you can find a number of free patterns. This one will be included there. All right, you guys, that is it. So 3 items today. Yoda, like I say, I might, if I finish him in time, I might pop a little extra clip in to show you how he went. My Granny Square challenge for this year, Granny Square number 1. I'll also put a link to the book down below, which we got from Amazon, and then the little bee pattern. So I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you have a lovely time crocheting some interesting projects. Let me know what you're busy with. It's lovely to see. I love seeing what other people are doing. So I hope you enjoy crocheting. I hope you enjoy the patterns that I've got on my blog. There's quite a few that's free. Yep. We will chat again next time. Have a lovely day. Bye.